What are the criticisms of Marxist revolution? Have you ever wondered why the idea of a Marxist revolution has faced so much scrutiny? Let's take a closer look at the criticisms surrounding this concept. Karl Marx proposed that a revolution would overthrow the capitalist class and establish a socialist or communist society. However, many critics have raised concerns about this approach from various angles. One major criticism is historical determinism. Critics argue that Marxism suggests history follows a predetermined path, making revolutions seem inevitable. This perspective can limit human agency and the potential for different social changes. People may feel trapped in a single narrative, unable to envision alternative futures. Another point of contention is the lack of internal consistency within Marxist theory. For example, the idea of a temporary dictatorship of the proletariat has faced backlash. Critics worry that this temporary state can become permanent, as seen in some Leninist practices. This raises questions about the true nature of power and governance in a Marxist framework. The suppression of individual rights is also a significant concern. Marxist revolutions often lead to a centralized state, which can infringe upon personal freedoms. Those who value democratic principles may find this aspect troubling. The balance between collective ownership and individual liberties becomes a contentious issue. Economic challenges are another area of criticism. Many argue that socialist systems based on Marxist principles struggle with inefficiencies. The absence of market mechanisms, like price signals, can lead to resource misallocation and stifle innovation. Critics believe that without these market signals, economies can become stagnant. Practical implementation of Marxist revolutions has often resulted in authoritarian regimes instead of the ideal socialist societies envisioned by Marx. Transitioning from capitalism to socialism is complex. Power vacuums can emerge, allowing authoritarian leaders to take control, which undermines the original revolutionary goals. Some also criticize Marxist theory for being dogmatic. Adherents may treat it as a rigid framework rather than a flexible guide for social change. This rigidity can hinder the ability to adapt to new circumstances and information. Lastly, Marxist materialism focuses heavily on economic conditions as the primary driver of social change. Critics argue that this perspective neglects other important factors, such as culture, religion, and individual psychology. These elements can significantly influence societal dynamics and should not be overlooked. From a socialist viewpoint, while Marxist revolution is seen as a powerful tool for challenging inequality, the criticisms highlight the need for a more adaptable approach. Socialists often argue that these critiques can help refine socialist theory and practice. Balancing collective ownership with individual freedoms and economic efficiency is essential for future revolutions. In summary, the criticisms of Marxist revolution provide a rich ground for discussion. Understanding these concerns can lead to a more nuanced perspective on socialism and its potential paths forward.